Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the program Ramadan for Better Health. Thank you so much for tuning into the program. We do hope, inshallah, that you are being successful during your fasting for the month of Ramadan. May Allah accept our efforts. We will be discussing today the issue of obesity. We're going to be talking about what obesity is, giving advice for how to approach this, and just opening up the subject to better understand it. We're joined by a doctor who's a therapeutic nutritionist as well as a cosmetic surgeon. This is Dr. Ahmed Taha. Assalamu alaikum to you, doctor.
Hello, hello, hello.
So thank you very much for joining us to talk about obesity. Let's first start by understanding the difference between being overweight and being obese.
Yes, yes. As their most basic term, overweight is different from obese. Overweight is increased. We start that overweight and obese is a term, the way to describe increase in the body weight or body fat. But the most measurement and the most way to describe and the difference between overweight and obese is called body mass index. Body mass index is based on ratio between body weight by kilogram and body height per square meter.
So this BMI, this body mass index, is it an international standard that all countries use?
Yes, 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 yes.
So it's an international standard, and you use your weight in kilograms.
Yes. The body mass index range in adult and woman is between, a normal range is between 18.5 and 25. Below 18.5 is underweight, and above 25 till 30 is overweight. Obese is more than 30. For example, for understanding, if my height is 175, my normal weight is between almost 57 and 76. Below 57 is underweight. Over 76 till 92 is overweight, but above 92 is obese. This body mass index almost not accurate in many cases when if you show the picture.
We have some visuals. We're ready.
Picture.
We have a picture. If the brothers can get that ready for us, here we go.
Yes, this body mass index is a relation and ratio between weight in kilogram and the height in meter square. Body mass index, I want to show another picture.
We're ready for the second.
Yes.
Okay, so they'll bring up the second slide in a second. So we just
this picture which will show three yes, this is
these are the categories.
Below 18 and 5 is underweight, 18 and 24 normal, almost 25 to almost 30 is overweight, and above 30 is obese patient.
So these are the
base of the body mass index.
The ratio that you said, weight over height.
Yes.
Okay.
Another picture.
The next slide for the.
By this slide, it's body mass index not accurate in most cases, as if we compare between man obese and the musculature man, the musculature man have the same body mass index of the obese patient.
Okay, so this program is the name of it is Ramadan for Better Health. Now that we've talked a little bit about what it means to be obese, we've introduced the BMI. Let's talk about how the relationship between this subject and Ramadan.
By body mass index, we know that I am obese, and in Ramadan we want to prevent, in order to be more healthy and prevent any increase in the body fat. First, as a flower to my prophet, we start after our iftar, after Maghrib barrier, by dates and water. Then we divide our meals into 4 meals. The first meals directly after Maghrib barrier, we eat or drink 2 compounds, sugar liquid, and the other is hot soup. Sugar liquid maintain our energy and give us the necessary energy, and the hot soup is prepare our stomach for more food and more drink after.
So
after
by sugary drink you mean natural fruit juice, that kind of thing?
Yes. Natural juice on any sweet. The second meal is 1 hour after the first meal, almost after Al-Isha barrier. It is the main meal consists of many compound. The first compound is energy compound. Energy compound we take him by carbohydrates in form of bread, rice, pasta. The other compound is immunity compound. The immunity compound by salad. The salad, we know that healthy salad is a salad which consists of many vegetables of different color.
So I imagine it starts with the base of a healthy salad starts with a dark green lettuce. Is that correct?
Yes.
Lettuce. Is that correct? Is that the start of a healthy salad?
Healthy salad, yes. Salad give us more immunity, and I want to know that a healthy salad is consist of the vegetables of the different colors. The red color by tomato, white color by onion or garlic, and green color by lettuce or cucumber and arugula. After salad, we also eat another compound is protein in form of chicken, form of meat, and form of egg. This is the second meal. The third meal at midnight is form of fruits and sweets mutually. Today we eat sweets and tomorrow we eat fruits.
Okay. So doctor, you're giving us the ideal way that it should work. You know, we should eat in this gradual way, include all these things.
This dividing of meals give us more.
Can you talk? I'm asking the question. Can you give us some of the wrong things, the things that we should avoid that can lead to obesity and overweightness?
Yes. There are many habits which are wrong. The first habit is eat directly after Maghrib barrier with the main meal, which consists of protein and sweets, and most of this meat will give us more calories and more obesity without any useful things to my body.
Which kinds of meats, fatty meats? You're saying that we should avoid eating too much fatty meats to.
Yes, sweet meat, and I want us to know that we should give us 1 hour after Maghrib barrier to prepare our stomach by just fluids in form of hot soup or
this is what we should do, but the wrong thing to do.
Wrong is the wrong thing, which most of people is done is eat directly without preparing his stomach with this fluid, so it will they will suffer from indigestion and many problems and many obese.
So thank you. Now we have another photograph here. These look like different spices.
This is a perfect for habit, perfect and the wrong foods which many people increase it on the food and may suffer from many problems.
Wait, you're saying that we should avoid too much of this? But this is where all the flavor is, doctor.
Yes, yes. This is
we want the spices. You're
spices.
saying
No. We can replace it by lemon or vegetable. These spices we can put it on the food, but not with more.
So you're saying if we do use them in small quantities, and then try and incorporate alternatives such as lemon juice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. These spices will cause only also many indigestion and many hunger and many feeling of thirst.
Well, thank you very much, Doctor. We have reached the point of taking our first break. After we take a break, we'll come back and continue the conversation with Dr. Ahmed about obesity as it relates to fasting for Ramadan.
Every year during Ramadan, a lot of fiqh questions being raised, such as, what happens if I swallow some water by accident while performing wudu, while fasting? Would that invalidate my fasting? Is it permissible to brush my teeth while fasting? And the sisters who ask, is it permissible to taste the food while cooking, while fasting? Would that invalidate my fasting? And of course, not to forget the typical debate every Ramadan with regards to Taraweeh, 8 rak'ahs or 20 rak'ahs. Shall we make the qunut before ruku' or after ruku'? The witr prayer, is it 1 rak'ah or 3 altogether? These questions and many others will be answered, insha'Allah, during our program Ask Huda, which will be aired during Ramadan every week from Sunday through Thursday, exactly at 5 p.m. Mecca time sharp. You can simply call in to drop your live question, or you can send your question in advance to my page, Dr. Muhammad Salah Official. May Allah the Almighty accept our fasting. May Allah forgive us our sins, and may Allah guide us to what
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the program. We've been talking about obesity as it relates to Ramadan, some of the things that we can do to avoid leading to obesity. Can you talk more about the kinds of things we should avoid, some of the bad habits that we have that set up a situation of obesity?
I wanted to say that Ramadan is the best chance for smokers. People to stop hair smoker, more obese patient to regulate his meals, and many wrong habits to be repaired and be right.
Are there any prohibited, you said cigarette smoking, what about foods, any foods that we should avoid? Earlier before the break you said we should avoid using heavy spices. What other kinds of foods should we avoid or prohibited?
I want us to know that we want to be away from any meats or any foods that cause more hunger and more thirst to us, such as spices, which increase this feeling of thirst and hunger. Another thing is breckle. Many people buy many breckles and eat it more in Ramadan. This strong habit. This breckle will increase salt in kidney and cause many problems to his kidney and in urine. Also, it will be because it will cause many feeling of thirst and hunger. We must know also fish. Many people know wrong that fish is useful in Ramadan. This is wrong. Fish is not useful and not good in Ramadan, as fish is a type of protein which digested rapidly in the stomach and feeling us with hunger and leave the stomach empty without any food. So we should replace it with other protein. I wanted to say also that planet, or in other word, vegetable protein is most useful and most best than animal protein.
Vegetable protein is
Vegetable
better
protein
during fasting than animal protein.
Yes. As the lentil soup or beans. It's more useful and less dangerous.
So we have another picture here.
This picture I wanted to talk about relation my diabetic patient in Ramadan and what he do. Diabetic patient is most patient with suffering, and diabetic patient in Ramadan is the most patient with suffering in Ramadan. As he took many insulin and many other diabetic medication, which should be in relation to his food, to be not feel with hypoglycemia and other problem to him.
Yes.
So we must know that we should the diabetic patient should reflect his meals in word of or by means by the main meal is al-iftar, or after Maghrib prayer. It should be a fixed calories and short meal. By means by the meal must be in relation and fit to the diabetic medication or insulin medication, and give him the calorie which prevent his feeling of hypoglycemia.
So you would advise, it sounds like, that diabetic patients are one type of people, one category of people fasting. They should be very careful, maybe work with their doctor, make a plan. Excuse me to say, I want any diabetic patient to be careful in Ramadan, and almost if he can fast all days, okay. If he give permission to not fast all the day and fast some days and other take food. Dr. Ahmed, we have a telephone call. Dr. Saeed El Moor, he's in Saudi Arabia. He is a consultant in internal medicine. Assalamu alaikum to you, doctor.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, thank you for calling in. We're talking here about obesity and fasting during Ramadan. Do you have what would you like to talk about? What would you like to contribute?
Well, I'd like to remind everyone of something very common, but first I would like to say Happy Ramadan, and may Allah accept your fasting and your prayers, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay. I would like to remind you with something called H. pylori or Helicobacter pylori. This germ is a type of bacteria that can enter your body and live in your digestive tract. Okay. You know, it's very common that about 2/3 of the world's population has it in their bodies. I mean, if you have 3 guests, probably 2 of them will have that H. pylori. Okay? You know? These germs or these bacteria can cause ulcers if they stay too much in your bodies. Okay? They come through the body through unclean water, from unclean food, and these are very common. In fasting, they might increase the pain and the epigastric pain. I mean the abdominal pain. You feel dull or burning pain in your belly. It may come and go, but you probably feel it most, especially before you break your fasting in iftar. Okay, you can get it diagnosed through through many tests, especially what we call urea break test or a blood sample and give it to. It's a treatable disease. So I would just say to everyone who has any pain in his belly, in his abdomen, so I think you should check for that H. pylori.
Okay, so you're cautioning us that as we fast, that we need to be aware that there might be some, just to keep the environment clean. You're saying that clean water and clean food is very important, right, in terms of setting up a situation where H. pylori can present itself.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, we do appreciate you calling in, and we do hope, inshallah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts your efforts and for contributing and fasting, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum to you, Dr. Saeed Al-Moor. He's in Saudi Arabia. He's a consultant in internal medicine. Dr. Ahmed, so he's giving us another aspect, something to consider, not directly related, but something important nevertheless. So let's continue with our discussion about obesity.
Another people which we need to advise him and not fast all the days of Ramadan is pregnant woman.
Pregnant women,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In normal days, the pregnant woman need almost 3 or 4 meals per day.
Mm-hmm.
This is not all absolute in few hours between al-iftar or al-suhoor. So if she can fast, this is good. If not fast, no way, no problem. But as mentioned in the diabetic patient, she should reflect his meal. The main meal is al-iftar after marriage period.
Mm-hmm.
She divide another and other hour into many and 3 or 4 other meals to provide its body with energy. We should advise here that any declaration or harmful will affect on his baby and hair, not hair only, as common.
Yeah. So
most women, more women know that and that any declaration to hair and baby safe. No, we receive many baby underweight with this. This is the cause. This because this wrong habit and wrong thoughts in a woman.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we want to. We've been talking about special cases, women who are pregnant, carrying babies, and there are different stages of birth.
Yes.
And so the advice, would it vary from stage to stage? Let's say a woman who's fasting in Ramadan, she may not know that she's pregnant, maybe until halfway through or towards the end, or or she could actually deliver. The possibilities range from not knowing to delivering in Ramadan. So what would you say about this?
We talk about pregnant woman, and what we talk about is the same in all months
I see.
of labor. But after labor, she should need many food for lactation. Lactation is an important process which need many energy and many foods to supply the breast with more milk to her baby.
Mm-hmm. Okay, doctor, we've actually reached the end of the program. We've got just 1 minute left. Would you like to give something that we didn't touch, or some lasting final advice?
First, I want to thank you about this program, and I want to advise all people in Ramadan to make many good things for Allah, and many prayers, and not replace it, but by many foods. many foods, and we should hear our advice from our Prophet, 1/3 to our food and 1/3 for our drinking and 1/3 for our body. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Ahmed Taha. He is a therapeutic nutrition as well as a cosmetic surgeon. He's been talking with us about special cases, obesity, pregnant women during the fasting month of Ramadan. We hope that you do continue to have success in your fasting. Inshallah, we'll be back to discuss more health topics. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.